Good morning.
Good morning.
Mm-hmm.
It's Sunday, November 21st.
And he does have a voice, at least for now.
Excuse me for a second. Oh, yeah, feel the burn. Okay. It is Sunday, November 21st.
Yes, it is.
So we're going to get started.
Yes, we are.
And then we'll talk about what we're going to talk about. Meet me, O Christ, in this stillness of morning. Move me, O Spirit, to quiet my heart. Mend me, O Father, from yesterday's harms. From the discords of yesterday, resurrect my peace. From the discouragements of yesterday, resurrect my hope. From the weariness of yesterday, resurrect my strength. From the doubts of yesterday, resurrect my faith. From the wounds of yesterday, resurrect my love. Let me enter this new day, aware of my need, and awake to your grace, O Lord. Amen.
Amen.
So, as we get started today, looking at something right quick. Excuse me. So there's somewhere in here, there it is, lament upon finishing of a beloved book. Angie and I need page 95.
I need to remember
121 and 123.
123.
So, do 121 on Tuesday and 123 when we start putting decorations on.
That works.
So, anyway, so this is the Sunday before Thanksgiving, which would make it in the liturgical calendar. It's also the last Sunday of the year because next Sunday begins the 4 Sundays of Advent. Mm-hmm. And it is not at all uncommon for the Sunday after Thanksgiving to be the first Sunday in Advent. It just feels weird this year for some reason. But having looked back,
it's very typical.
It's
actually more unusual for it not to be, for there to be a gap week.
Yeah, for there to be, November has to fall right. It's not about December. It's about how November has to fall. November has to start on a Wednesday or a Thursday to get a gap week. But anyway, but for most citizens and sojourners in the United States of America, if the chaos in your life related to the holidays hasn't started yet, it starts now. It starts this week with who's out of school, the strange overlaps between out of school, if you're a parent, between when your kids get out of school and when you get to take off work. If you're not a parent, then you don't have that, but you do. You probably work with people that are like, oh yeah, I'm going to be gone. All these back and forths. You also end up with, some people end up with chaos. Some people end up with grief. Oh, well, you might as well work. You don't have family to go to or anything like that. And so lots of ways that we can help each other, that we can build each other up, and also that we can tear each other down in the coming few weeks. Lots of speed of life to keep up with. So a couple of thoughts. One, go ahead now and make 3 decisions. Look ahead and find, pick 3 decisions that you're going to make today that are going to help ease the pace of life and ease the chaos. It may be that now is the time to go back and look at the 47-course Thanksgiving meal and scratch 5 courses. Or maybe 47 item, maybe not 47 course, but scratch 5 items. Be cautious, but think about the fact, every year, we're always still eating leftover, X for 37 days after Thanksgiving. It might be because nobody actually wants to eat it. So scratch it. Make the decision now to ease the panic on Thursday by paying attention to when you should thaw out your turkey. Probably today. Make the decision that you're going to ease off of one of your expectations that's just crazy. Or maybe that's not even crazy, just that makes hectic and chaos. Decide that it's okay for your kids to go in mismatched shirts, or decide that it's okay to. I don't know. Just we put ourselves through a lot of performance anxiety coming through the holidays with this sense of performance, and then another thing to ease the chaos, invite a few strangers, just be relaxed about it. Hey, they're not going to think we screwed up Thanksgiving. They didn't have any place to go anyway.
Or they don't know what
normal would be.
normal would be.
Normal is just a setting on your cell phone, folks. It'll be okay.
I don't know that you even have a normal setting on your cell phone anymore.
You're right. That was on our Blackberries back in the day.
Yeah.
It was loud, normal, vibrate, and silent.
Yep.
Back when we had Blackberries.
Now everything, it comes with factory reset, but...
So anyway, you got any thoughts on holiday chaos?
Sounds like you said it well.
Okay. Make time away from the Thanksgiving dinner table to talk about the things that you're thankful for. Diana Butler Bass, she's a professor of preaching and such. I think she's at Mercer. Anyway, I don't remember where she is, but she talks about it as the annual Thanksgiving, the turkey hostage situation, where you sit there at the table waiting on the food to get cold, or watching the food get cold, waiting on everybody to go around the table and come up with something non-repetitive that they're thankful for. And it's hurried, it's trite, it doesn't dig deeply. If somebody does try to dig deeply, everybody else is going, dude, while you keep talking, the food's getting cold. So make it a separate engagement. It's kind of like sitting there by a whole bunch of Christmas presents and saying, no, first we're going to spend 45 minutes doing this to point us to Jesus. Separate those items. Dial back some of those. Dial back the get up at 4 a.m. and open presents expectation anyway. You can teach your kids that it's okay to sleep on Christmas morning.
Do you know it's okay to sleep in on Christmas morning?
Yes.
And she likes it.
You can teach your kids that you can sleep in on Christmas morning. It's okay. A lot of folks who fuss about the way their kids are on holidays don't want to stop and reflect on the fact that their kids are what they taught them to be. So, anyway. So, yes, slow down a little bit. That's another decision you can make to ease your holiday stress. Decide to leave 30 minutes earlier, or decide it's okay if people show up at your house a little bit late. Plan for it. Decide it's okay if folks don't come. Schedule otherwise. Other days. We don't have to do it. We don't do it, and we don't have to anyway. But I do know those folks that try to make the 3 and 4 stops on Thanksgiving and on Christmas, and their whole day is chaotic, hurried, run. Got to get here. Got to leave here. Got to get there. Got to leave here. Got to get there. Breathe in. Breathe out. Let the stress go. All right. That's all I got.
1 Peter 2, 9 and 10.
Go ahead.
You can start it this time.
You already did.
Yeah, so you go ahead.
But you are a chosen
race,
race, a royal priesthood, a holy nation, a people for his possession, so that you may proclaim the praises of the one who called you out of darkness into his marvelous light. Once you were not a people, but now you are God's people. You had not received mercy, but now you have received mercy. 1 Peter 2, 9 and 10.
I don't remember.
I think you stopped at verse 11.
Okay, we're on 22.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is such a happy one. Many bulls surround me. This is Psalm 22, starting verse 12. Many bulls surround me. Strong ones of Bashan encircle me. They open their mouths against me, lions mauling and roaring. I am poured out like water, and all my bones are disjointed. My heart is like wax melting within me. My strength is dried up like baked clay. My tongue sticks to the roof of my mouth. You put me into the dust of death, for dogs have surrounded me. A gang of evildoers has closed in on me. They pierced my hands and my feet. I can count all my bones. People look and stare at me. They divided my garments among themselves, and they cast lots for my clothing. But you, Lord, don't be far away. My strength, come quickly to help me. Rescue me, my life from the sword, my only life from the power of these dogs. Save me from the lion's mouth, from the horns of wild oxen. You answered me.
Sounds good.
Dear Heavenly Father, thank you for today. I pray that as we go into this week, you will help us to be able to truly set our hearts toward thankfulness and not be overcome by the chaos. In your holy name I pray. Amen.
Amen. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Alexa, turn off the ring light.